Hello, welcome back to my F1 Pop Culture Roundup. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Lydia. If you are new, this is quite the way to greet each other, isn't it? I was about to say I'm not usually this dramatic, but that's a lie. This is my F1 Pop Culture Roundup where we get to chat about all the off-track stuff that's been happening in F1 and F1 adjacent worlds this past week. Usual disclaimer before we get into it, I'm gonna forget stuff because I'm just a girl. If I do, we'll discuss it next week. Additionally, this is being filmed on Wednesday the 12th and uploaded on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. You're my Valentine. So if anything happens today, tomorrow, Friday, obviously it'll be in next week's video. Let's get into it. Now, you may be wondering, who is this diva? Lydia, why do you look like that? And I'll tell you why. It's because I'm in mourning. Yeah, I am in mourning for things we didn't receive. I'm in mourning for what could have been. Williams, I'm looking at you. Let me just derobe because I actually don't think I can sit here like this. Da, 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 da. Williams. Are you purposefully trying to annoy me? Going into this 2025 season, I had high hopes for Williams, but much like my usual interactions with men, I have been let down. Am I taking this personally because Carlos is one of my drivers? Yeah. Repeat after me. We all have different favourite drivers, and that's okay. Williams unveiled their 2025 team kit, and my immediate reaction was, what is that? What is that? Why is it navy? It's navy. Why is it navy? I have just been left confused. First of all, it's navy. Second of all, it's navy. Third of all, why did they have the light blue coats in the Carbono video? Was that a red herring? Fourth of all, why have they got that royal blue bit on the race suits, which the race suits we'll get into in a minute, if they were going to do navy? Fifth of all, Red Bull already do navy. We do not need any more navy. One thing about me is I'm not really a hater. I don't like being negative that much. I feel like it's generally just part of my DNA makeup. I'm quite an innately positive, optimistic person. I'm the sort of gal that rolls around with rose-tinted glasses on. You know, I like to see the good in everything sort of vibe. Sometimes to my detriment. It has to be said. However, if there's one thing I learned from the Kendrick Lamar concert the other day, it's that sometimes it's actually okay to be a hater. I'm gonna pull the I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed card. There it is. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it's boring. I think we could have done better. I don't get why we had I'm calling them the Carbono coats. I don't understand what the light blue coat was all about. If they were going to do navy, it's all really confusing me because we have a lot of different things going on. We have the light blue coats going on, which I just at this point think was just to throw us off because I don't possibly see where they fit in. We've got the navy team kit. We have I don't want to call it royal blue because I think it's slightly lighter than royal blue, but I'm going to call it royal blue just for the purpose of this. I need to get a colour chart up and actually look up what colour it is. But we have this royal blue hat and then white race suits with the royal blue bit going down the side and then navy fireproofs. There is a lot going on. And this is coming from a person who loves the colour blue. It's my favourite colour. So I'm not knocking the blue. Why are we doing 50 shades of blue? We need to just pick a couple that actually go together and stick with it. I feel teased by them because why would you do this beautiful hat, the beautiful royally blue coloured hat, and have that colour on the race suit, but then make all of the team kit navy? We could have had that colour running through the entire thing. Oh my, that colour is gorgeous. It's a rich, vibrant colour. It would have looked great on Carlos and Alex. It does look great on Carlos and Alex. And I'm just left a bit bewildered in mourning for what could have been. Because we could have had beautiful royal blue everything and we're stuck with navy. Yay! Am I also biased because that royal blue is one of my favourite colours? Yeah. But I think we can all agree that the navy is boring. It's giving boring. Someone in my TikTok comments said it's giving it's giving school PE kit. And I was like, wait a second. Yeah. Oh, I'm so upset. Oh, and you know what else I'm upset about? No. I changed my mind on the I'm not angry, I'm disappointed, because I am angry about this thing. The hat, Carlos's hat in particular, usually he has his 55 logo that kind of has the bits. You know, it runs off. And usually the run off goes onto the edge of the hat and it looks really good. They haven't done it. It's just 55. No. I feel let down. I feel betrayed. Williams. I'm rooting for you. I'm always rooting for you. Especially now you have Carlos. I just don't get why we've done 50 Shades of Blue. I'm confused. The race suit, it's fine. I'm not the biggest fan of a white race suit, it has to be said. I do like the royal blue stripe down the side, but again, it's because I would have loved the whole entire team kit collection to be in that colour. The only saving grace is, and it is navy, but it's the navy fireproofs. I enjoy the navy fireproofs. Is it because they look good in them? Yeah. They always look good. They were always gonna look good in whatever you put them in. But that's not the point. Carlos's little Pookie power pose was the highlight for me. I saw it and I was like, yes, you're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great, sweetie. Speaking of Carlos's little Pookie power pose, say that 3 times fast. Literally this morning, the first thing to grace my eyeballs from the internet when I went on Instagram today was pictures of Carlos modelling. It looks like an ad shoot. Someone in my comments said that it potentially is a L'Oreal ad, allegedly, because I don't know how true that is. But he's definitely doing an ad for something, and I think we should all just sit here and admire these pictures. Because... yeah. Models should be so pleased that he became an F1 driver and not a model. I mean, he's doing both. But, like, sorry. He looks fantastic. Whatever ad this is for, whatever product it's promoting, I'll buy it. Straight in my basket. Thank you. Last thing to just wrap up the Williams segment. Williams have a title sponsor. Williams? For some reason, when I first read the name of the new title sponsor, I was like, like Narnia. And then I read it again and I was like, no, babe. Not like Narnia. That's Aslan. This is Atlassian. Atlassian. Is that how... I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right. I think I am. Atlassian. After I realised it didn't say Aslan, it said Atlassian, I was like, that sounds like a made-up tech company from a movie. Guess what? It's a software company, so I wasn't far wrong. All we do need to know is it gives Williams a little bit more bigger budget energy, and I love that for them, and that they are a software company, and that's all I'm going to say on the matter, because if I start talking about things I'm not qualified to talk about, it could go downhill very swiftly. That makes McLaren the only team on the grid without a title sponsor. Fun fact for everyone. What have we got? We've got Mercedes, AMG, Petronas Formula 1 team, Oracle Red Bull Racing, Aston Martin, Aramco, Cognizant Formula 1 team. What's Alpine's? BMW. No, not BMW. BMW. BWT, Alpine. Are they Alpine Formula 1 team? I don't know. I've lost the plot. I don't even know which ones I've said. Scuderia, Ferrari, HP. Not the source. The computer people. Haas. MoneyGram, Haas F1 team. Who have I missed? Stake, F1, no. Hold on. What is theirs? F1 team, Kick Sauber. Stake F1 team, Kick Sauber. Stake F1 team, Kick Sauber. If I've missed one, then do forgive me. But yeah, we now have Atlassian. I'm going to call them Aslan Williams Racing. The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Oh, I'm going to watch that later. Atlassian Williams Formula 1 team. Congratulations on acquiring, I think they said it was their first title sponsor. Now use that new big budget wisely. Do the royal blue team kit. Moving on, we will discuss Mercedes. I usually call them Mercedes, but I don't know if they get that title yet this year. They'll have to earn that one. They also revealed team kit for 2025. They actually all went on a little field trip to Adidas HQ. The whole gang was there. The team kit, I'm like, that's my reaction to their team kit was, okay. I feel like a lot of people on the internet are hating the team kits this year. And honestly, within reason. Maybe this is the year of the hater. This is the year of the haters. Haters rise up. It's your time. It's classic Mercedes. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything groundbreaking. It's got the Adidas stripes on the side. The race suit does have this, like, pixelated thing going on, which gives it a bit of a zhuzh, I guess. I will say I am a fan of the boots, the racing boots. I think they look cool. George's is in his George blue. I'll give them the race boots. If there's one thing Adidas knows how to do, it's a shoe, I guess. So, you know. We've also been seeing George in a wider leg trouser. He's worn a couple of wider leg pairs of trousers. Love that for him. He's been looking cool in his Adidas wear. They had the, what are they even called? The little, I call them the Harry Styles shoes, but I don't think these were the Harry Styles shoes. They have, like, iterations of the same shoe, and I don't know any of their names. Really informative, aren't I? They had a little pair of the Adidas shoes on, and they were cute. I liked them. They had that little pop of blue going on for the Teen Vogue party. But yeah, I'm a fan of the racing boots, and I think we're all fans of the fact that Valtteri was there. Yeah. His little Adidas HQ field trip post just said, "I'm back." And I was like, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Before we move on to the next team kit, there was a Vogue France video. No, not Vogue. GQ? Hold on. GQ France. It was GQ France. GQ France was interviewing George. The first question was, F1 fans say you're the funniest F1 driver. Do you agree? No offence, Grussel. You know I love you. Who's saying that? Where was this consensus? Where did I need to put my vote in? Because which F1 fans have been saying that? I have my own personal, I call them the LiveLaughLyds trio of top tier comedians on the F1 grid. Currently it's actually just a duo because Danny's not there anymore. Don't talk to me about it. And that is Alex and Max plus whoever I deem funny enough to join them in the trio this year. George isn't the first person I choose to insert into this trio for me. I think he is funny, and he goes on to say in this video that he has quite a British sense of humour and sometimes he thinks people don't understand. But I was like, what an interesting question. Who have you been asking to get to that point? F1 fans have been saying you're the funniest driver. Do you agree? I was like, which F1 fans have you asked? Interesting. I do think he is funny. I think when he's being classically Grussel, it's just he is being funny for just being him. And we love him for it. But I thought that was an interesting thing to come across my For You page the other day. Now we'll move on to the next team kit unveiling of 2025. And once again, I'm existing in a low level of whelm. I'm not overwhelmed. I guess I'm underwhelmed. I'm not even underwhelmed. I'm in a low level of whelm because it was Red Bull. And, like, do we expect anything but Red Bull to do what Red Bull does? No. But what is that? No. What is that? I can't even. I have to whisper because I just. Scary. What is that? Sometimes I see things and I just think, I am going to slam my head into a wall. And we know Max lives in his Red Bull kit, right? Fine, whatever. But, like, Liam's going to have to wear this. And I feel like Liam does have style. I feel like I've seen him try. Why would you do this to him? Again, more navy. At least I was expecting that from Red Bull. That's why the Williams one let me down so much, because I was like, we could do so much here. But Okay. I was expecting navy from Red Bull, but what in the... I have no more words to say. I'm like... What we can talk about instead is that Max hasn't been in team kit recently. Who is this guy? What have you done with 4-time F1 world champion, soon to be dad, Max Verstappen? Who is this? I scrolled and I had to scroll back quite immediately because I was like, sorry, was that Max Verstappen? Was that Maximilian Verstappen? Hello? Let's do this more often. This is fun. I like this. He also was announced as, well, like announced. I was slightly confused by this, but he was announced as AlphaTauri's, remember that name? Where's she gone? AlphaTauri's global, hold on, I want to get the official name correct. Excited to welcome 4-time Formula 1 world champion Max Verstappen as our official global brand ambassador. And I was like, was he not already? Maybe I was mistaken. I assumed they all were already ambassadors for AlphaTauri, considering, you know, AlphaTauri was AlphaTauri, the racing team, and the only reason it was called that was because of the Red Bull clothing brand AlphaTauri. They all have always worn AlphaTauri. Even if you're not, well, I guess now the V-carb drivers, but even the Red Bull drivers have always worn it. Checo and Max were in AlphaTauri ads, so I was like, was he already not one of those? And Lando commented, no way, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So I was like, is he saying no way because Max isn't in team kit? Or is he saying no way because he's thinking the same thing as me? Like, no way, I thought he already was. I'm going to go with the fact that he was thinking the same as me, because me and Lando, you know, joined at the hip. Besties. But yeah, it's nice to see him not in team kit. He looks great. See, he can pull off a really good fit. He looks suave. He looks sophisticated. That's our 4-time F1 world champ. That is soon-to-be dad, Max Verstappen. I like it. Because now he is this official global ambassador, maybe he'll be rocking up to the paddock in more outfits like that. Wonders will never cease. If that happens, bloomin' hell, I don't even know what I will do. I'll retract the slamming of my head into the wall if that occurs. It'll be a good day. It will be a great day. In the merch/kit department, our saviours this week, and typically always in that department, McLaren/Team Lando. We have a new Reese times McLaren collection. It's stunning. Stunning, beautiful. 10 out of 10. I'm just like, after what we have witnessed this week, heavy on the navy, this, worlds apart. No one is doing it like McLaren/Team Lando. The boys were reunited, things we love to see. I had to do a double take at this picture actually, because I was like, I'm seeing double. I genuinely thought it was the same person. I thought it was twins. And then I was like, wait, no. Twin, where have you been? But the collection, the jackets, oh, stop it right now. Stop it. I want one. I really like it. I really like it. If you're gonna wear merch, it might as well look like that. I don't want to be walking around in a navy polo. I'd rather be walking around in that jacket. Thank you. They just know. They just get it. They get the inner workings of my brain and they deliver. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Reese. Thank you for giving me something to smile about this week, because I needed it. Now, Team Lando. If you've been keeping up with the F1 pop cultures over the last few weeks, a big topic of discussion has been hair. One discussion in particular, Lando's mullet. So when I saw this story the other day, let me tell you, the jump scare I had, immediate heart racing was happening, only to be like, haha, you've been pranked by the prank patrol. Because it was a helmet reveal. The drama. I loved it. Sorry, no one is doing it like them. That was funny. I didn't like it in the moment because that set me on edge, but it was good. The helmet, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The blobs are here to stay. I was going to start singing, the blobs are back. But they didn't really go anywhere. So, like, the blobs are here. The blobs are staying. I am so jealous of everyone that got a blob fleece. So jealous. So jealous. It's so good. This is how you do merch and you do it well. Because in my eyes, I know it's quite loud, so it's not subtle merch, but in my head, the way I've been explaining it to myself is that it is subtle F1 merch, because if you wore this out and someone was a Lando Norris fan, they'd see that and think, oh my god, they've got a Lando fleece on. If someone saw you out and they weren't a Formula 1 fan, they would probably just think you had a really cool fleece on. So I really enjoy this because I think the blob thing is clever, because it's Lando without being like wearing a logo on your top. It's an if you know, you know. Plus it's cool. It's a cool print. It's a cool pattern. Team LN4. They've got big brain energy over there. Not gonna lie, it's very me. I would absolutely wear that. I want one. If they restock them, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna try and buy one. I want my hands on one. It's so cute. I haven't looked at a piece of merch in a while and thought, I want you. But I did with that and the entire Reese collection. I want it all. I want it. Know that I want it. I do have one thing to say about the helmet reveal though, that I'm like, come on, you could have done this. I feel like they should have played with the hair and the blob thing a little bit more. This is not a formulated, thought through thought. Something with bob and blob. Because like bob is a haircut, the blob, obviously the blob. I feel like there was a bit of wordplay that could have been done there. But it's fine. I'll sit here with all my creative ideas, waiting for the day that someone takes me up on them. We have a Lando times Hilton video. It's obviously a Hilton ad, but I feel like it was done very well. You know you're watching an ad, but like it doesn't really feel like an ad. Kind of felt like a vlog, which I loved. Lando and Max's friendship is one of my favourite dynamics that exists in the F1 and F1 adjacent worlds. It's up there with other Max and GP. But yeah, it's a very well done video. I'll give them that. Whoever's idea it was to give Max a camera and just let him do live commentary as Lando was modelling, you deserve your phone to always be charged. What a call. Great call, great decision. I would encourage everyone to go and watch this video if you would like a little piece of entertainment. You can watch it after you've watched this one. Moving on, we've had some birthdays. Happy birthday to Mr. Pierre Gasly and happy birthday to Mr. Liam Lawson. I'm pretty sure this means that Alpine have 2 Aquariuses in their team, because Jack had his birthday the other week and I'm sure he's an Aquarius, and this means Pierre is also an Aquarius. Look, I only bring you the important information. Very serious journalism and all. But it also means I am almost an entire year older than Liam Lawson. So that's a fun fact. Happy 23rd, Liam. 23 is quite a good year. I've just had quite a good year, I feel. So maybe that will get passed on to you. Speaking of Liam Lawson, did we all see his singing TikTok? I have seen a lot of people saying that they didn't know he could, one, play the guitar, and 2, sing. And I was sat there thinking, well, this is the sole reason that I needed to revive this F1 Pop Culture Roundup series from the dead. I clearly needed to be here to keep everyone informed, because this isn't new information. He posted a video of him singing/playing Cole by Dylan Gossett. Great song. And he has a good voice. You know, if this F1 thing doesn't work out for him, someone get him on The Voice a bit quick. He has boy band hair, and he can sing, and he can play the guitar. Liam! The side quests are about to get incredible. Oh my god, imagine he just like whipped out the guitar at F1 75 Live. Red Bull having their like 7 minutes on stage, and they're like 5, 6, 7, 8, and he's just there like. I now need a Charles times XNDA times Liam Lawson collab. Pretty please. How do we make this song happen? I don't know what it would sound like. It would obviously have Charles on piano, Liam on strings and lead vocals, and then maybe like an XNDA feature. I don't know, but I need it. So I'll let that sit with them. They can work that out. Speaking of the Ferrari boys, I feel like I can't go a week without talking about Ferrari. It wouldn't feel right considering the amount I've discussed them in the last 3 videos. We haven't had as much content this week as we have previous weeks, and that's okay. But we have had 2 great videos. One that I'm going to call I Cracked the Suit, and the second one I'm going to call Smile a Little Bit More. They're both behind the scenes videos from the photo shoot. The first one, if you haven't seen it, you need to just go listen to the audio. But the first one Charles rips his race suit. Well, I don't think it's his race suit. It's the race suit for the photo shoot. But he rips the race suit because it's too tight. He's just so sweet. Like, he just looks into the camera and he's like, I cracked the suit. Oh, bless him. And in the second one, Fred is playing photographer, and it's like a dad or a parent trying to take a picture of their children. That's the energy it was giving to me. I love this trio. Fred, Charles, Lewis. It literally was like watching a father and his two sons. I love it. In other Mr. Chucky LeChair news, it looks like... Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to be pronouncing it Lec, like Leclerc, or LEC. I think it's Lec, but his ice cream brand is seemingly coming to the UK. I was actually going to book a trip for the sole purpose that I wanted to go and taste test this ice cream, and it looks like I don't need to go and do that anymore. I probably still will book the trip because that's what I'm like. Going by the Instagram posts, I won't need to go and book a trip for that specific reason because it's coming to me. How nice. So whenever that happens, when we get a date on that, don't you worry, I will be straight on the case. Maybe we'll even do a tasting session on the F1 Pop Culture Roundup. It's very serious journalism after all. Right? Yeah. Literally this morning, like a few hours ago, there was an announcement that Elemis are partnering with Aston Martin. Love this. It was about time we saw brands like this getting involved in F1. We've been waiting. We've been waiting patiently. They're not the first, but still, I feel like it's taken a while to get skincare makeup brands on board, and slowly but surely they're getting on board now, which is great. CeraVe have already partnered with Alex before. They've done ads together, so you know, then they're not the first skincare brand to get into the F1 world, but this is very exciting. If you didn't know, Elemis are, I would call them a high-end skincare brand. The product of theirs I hear about the most, people talking about, is their cleansing balm. So, you know, maybe this is my sign to finally give it a go. Maybe I will go and buy it, because technically, if I go and buy it now, am I buying a piece of F1 merch? Kinda. So this looks like a sign to me that I should give the cleansing balm a go. Or something, Elemis, anyway. Maybe I'll dip my toes in. We have a Drive to Survive Season 7? Yeah. Drive to Survive Season 7 release date. And the release date is the 7th of March, which happens to be the day after my birthday. So thank you for the birthday present, I suppose, Netflix. Usually I carve out an entire day to watch the entire thing. Not because I'm like gagging to watch it, mostly because I feel like everyone else will be talking about it online and I have to know what's happening. However, I won't be in the country when it comes out on that day. Ooh, did someone say birthday trip? So I shall be watching it on my return, and I will be reporting back with my thoughts. Since I would say about season 3, I've not been that enthused about it. I feel like the first 2 seasons were really, really good, and then it started to just be like, this is not what we wanted, and I resent them because they took away McLaren Unboxed and, you know, all of the other teams' versions of McLaren Unboxed, and I will never forgive them for that. But I am hopeful that this season is going to be good. They have so much material to work with this season. Like, I don't want invented storylines. I don't want them using radio messages where they shouldn't be. I just do what we want. I'm not asking for much. Just do what we want, please. Considering how good and how eventful the 2024 season was, like, don't mess this up. I'm skeptical, but we'll see. Last thing I would like to discuss today is just a couple of F1 adjacency things. First is that Idris Elba is now an investor in a Formula E team. I thought, what an interesting piece of news. I wonder who in his life suggested that would be a good thing, or whether he came up with that himself. Does he watch Formula E regularly? Does he keep up to date with the championship? So many questions. And second, to wrap this up, the IndyCar promos. Oh my goodness. I am a huge IndyCar fan, if you didn't know. And I have taken it upon myself over the last couple of years to try and get people into watching IndyCar. I've been trying to turn F1 fans into IndyCar fans. And I don't think I am single-handedly doing that anymore, because IndyCar have switched broadcasting from NBC to Fox for the 2025 season. And Fox have really said, big budget. They really said, we are promoting you. They've put out 3 promo videos so far, and they went out during the Super Bowl as well. I was seeing videos of people's TV screens like during the Super Bowl, and I was like, I feel so proud. So far, they've put out a Joseph Newgarden one, an Alex Palou one, and a Pato O'Ward one. When I saw the Joseph one, I was like, okay, there is no way they are not doing a Pato one, because like, bold statement, but he is IndyCar, and they delivered. His one is so good. When I saw it come up, I was like, here we go, I've been waiting for this one, turn it up. I feel like it really captures Pato well. If you haven't seen them, I encourage you to go and watch them, especially if you're not an IndyCar fan, because maybe it'll turn you. If they don't convince you, then I am going to need to strap my boots on and start my own marketing campaign. I have been sat wondering what F1 drivers' versions would look like, and it sent me down a bit of a thought spiral. It has taken a lot of time out of my days, me thinking about that. But yeah, I encourage anyone that fancies it this year, maybe this is the year you start watching IndyCar. Come join me, please. I love it so much, and I need more people to talk about it with, because I don't have anyone in my life to talk about it with. IndyCar, if you happen to see this and you fancy working with me somewhere along the lines, please. I would love to. It would be my dream. My dream is to get to an IndyCar race. I really want to this year. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'd love to go to the Indy 500. Can I make that happen? I don't think so, but I want to. One day. I'm going to get there one day. I'm going to be at an IndyCar race. I don't really care which one it is. I want to go to one real bad. Hello, bonjour. Guten Tag. This is editing Lydia coming at you from the next day after I filmed, because McLaren have released, well, have they? Haven't they? I guess I'll know by the time next week. Have they released their race suit for 2025? We think. However, all of this will go in next week's video, because by the time I film and upload next week, we should have them all because of F1 75 Live. So, don't be alarmed that I'm not going to mention McLaren and Williams, because that's tomorrow's launch thingies. All in good time. All in good time. It'll be featured next week. Don't you worry. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I fear things are about to start getting hectic in the content front, purely because we're increasingly getting closer to the start of the season, and like the content just goes through the roof, and I remember getting overwhelmed by it last time. That's why I stopped doing the series, but that's not going to happen this time. We're good, we're fine, we're here, we're doing it every single week. I will do my best to keep up, but obviously I'm gonna miss stuff out, because it's just gonna get a bit crazy. If you made it this far, you know the drill already. Leave me one of these in the comments so I know you're just dedicated to the F1 pop culture roundup in cause. This is like our little secret code now. I'm obsessed. When I get the notification that someone's commented and it's got the little emoji, I'm like, secret club. Secret club. Also, let me know your favourite moment from this week. What was mine? The Blobs. Immediately, the Blobs. The Blob fleece. The Blob haircut. Blob helmet reveal. Blob. That was my favourite thing this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Love you, bye!